Ah, beautiful. Well, grab a chair, because Klaus is here. Back at Tainted Grail. I'm gonna head behind the little castle here real quick. Because apparently some objectives are down here, some quest markers, so we're gonna check these out real quick. What the hell? Oh, that's a torch. Cool. Got a house over there. Any cool plants back here that I can scoop up? Devil's Snare. Okay. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. What's up here at the little house? This seems like to be a guy. Do. Hey, you.
Hey, you're heading to the village, right? Tiernan should let you in. Take this medicine to my father, will you? Goban is a loud man. You shouldn't have trouble finding him.
Huh. Alrighty.
I can't promise that talking to him will be any fun. Come to me afterwards.
You okay?
Ah, he used to serve too. In fact, he was the builder before me. Now he's just an old fart angry at the world.
Does he yell at clouds?
A father is a father, right? We may hate each other, but as long as I can help him, I will. Hence the medicine.
If Haber doesn't know, then I don't either. So we keep trying. Because he received orders not to let any keeper through without a pass, and I don't have one. I've already used mine. Guess what I used it on? That's right, bringing medicine to my father. When that Egypt gets an order, he's like a priest who stumbled into an archie. He's got a stick up his ass. Nothing gets through him.
That's too bad.
Not all keepers have been here their entire life, you know? He got me before he joined the Horns. Serves me right for wanting to find him, stupid son of a bitch. If only I knew what it would entail.
Huh.
I don't know. Following my old man here was all I ever wanted. Never saw myself as anything else. Tried picturing myself as a husband, a father once. But nah. I wouldn't know how to raise a kid. I'd just mess them up. Like father, like son, I guess.
Aw.
If I had a gold coin for every time someone asked me that, I could fund the damn thing myself. Look, it's Camelot's orders. I get paid to follow them, not to question them. If they want to throw money at us to keep up appearances, that's their problem. I'm not about to stop them.
Fair enough.
Well, no, of course not. We're not priestesses of the All-Mother. A woman can be an old crone and still devote herself to the All-Mother. But a man's got to have some fight left in him to be a keeper. Old enough to hold a sword, young enough to not break under its weight. We all got different roles around the keep, sure. But at the core, we're warriors. Don't forget that.
Okay.
Stay out of trouble.
I'll try to. So I have to head out down there? Or am I going through here? Ah, I see it now. Have to do a topsy-turvy over here. Head down there, got some exposition too. I hope this isn't an episode just full of exposition, because this game loves to run on about itself. Which is kind of a...
Oh, mother have mercy. Not another one. If I let you pass, will you promise not to make any trouble?
Yeah?
That's just my luck. Take the post, Tiernan, they told me. You'll be looking after a village full of old farts. That's practically early retirement, they said. What a load of crap. There's always something. If it's not the deck falling apart, It's a refugee running around biting people.
Ooh. What happened to the deck?
The deck? Nah, just old wood. Honestly, it's the least of my problems. But I've got no way to fix it. Dara's always busy with his lighthouse, and every time I try to do it myself, someone else needs me for something. I can't even sneak out to the tavern because last time some rich bint started complaining that everything here smells of fish. That's a seaside village. What else would it smell of?
I can help you.
You do that? That would be a huge relief. Well, maybe not huge. There are bigger problems, but it'd be a start. Truth be told, I don't know why they want it so badly. It's for boats. No one here even uses boats. But, well, you know how it is with old folks. Once they get fixated on something, there's no point in arguing. I'd pay if I could, but this was supposed to be my job. The budget's long gone. But if you're interested, I could teach you a thing or two about home decor.
Really?
Not exactly standard keeper knowledge, but, well, we all have our secrets.
You're into home decor?
Surprised? Can't blame you. This might sound odd coming from someone stationed in a glorified fish bucket, but I've got a thing for furniture. The only thing more mismatched than the barracks around here is my career choice. But, yeah, I like imagining places where things fit. Where chairs don't wobble. Tables don't look like someone hacked them together with a dull axe, and beds.
Fair enough.
Well, beds don't feel like they're plotting your murder while you sleep.
Wouldn't have guessed you were in furniture.
Not exactly a secret I broadcast. Most folks see me as Tiernan the Grumbler. But, hey, we've all got something that keeps us sane, right? Mine just happens to be daydreaming about nicer chairs. Well, to be fair, he only bit one person. But it was a keeper. I know Mahone can be a piece of shit sometimes, but gods. Now both of them are sick. And Haber's got no clue what's wrong. Which is the only reason that refugee isn't dead yet. So, he's sitting in a cage. His wife's crying all day and everyone's pissed. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in the middle of it all. Oh, she's a real piece of work, that one. Her name's Lady Elisa. Something. I don't remember.
Shoot.
She came here with her husband. Poor man. I never heard him get a word in. You know, sometimes I regret not getting married. But if I had a wife like her, I'd just end up being a keeper all over again.
Oof. There's some boomer humor right here, that's for sure.
No need to tell me that. But I can't just go back to patrolling the walls. I'd be a laughingstock. I'd rather sit here and hope everything works itself out. I mean, everyone's gotta die someday, right? So whether it's me or them, at least my problems will be over.
Huh.
No, not really. Fortunately. See you around.
That dude can talk your ear off. Kind of pretty. Stupid bright though. Why is it so hazy? The village. Ah. This must be the Wolfsbane. Sweet. Ah. Tavern. Meet Finley. Gobon. Knock knock. Are you my right run? Is this the bannered mare?
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish. Lots and lots of fish. What's your poison?
Arsenic.
No, I don't recall anything like that. No, listen. I don't know what's going on, but I doubt any of the keepers had anything important on them. Half of them couldn't tell the quartermaster's seal from a pile of horse dung someone stepped on. But that means... no. Impossible. What if... holy moonshine. I remember. Sigibald. It was Sigibald who left those documents behind. I've no idea how you found out about it. Sigi. He's dead. Taken by a fever.
Oh.
Aye, of course I have. I didn't just throw them in some cabinet. I was afraid they'd fall into the wrong hands. He was a good man. I wouldn't get rid of my only memento of him. Here, after what you said, I assume you'll make good use of them. Even though I'm still not sure what to think about it. Things are getting weirder and weirder in our beloved Avalon.
That's for sure.
Well, he died like he lived, with a tankard in his hand. The boys always said Sigi was a friend worth 5 others. And he was. He was a prankster like no other. Once, he slipped a rotten egg into the quartermaster's dinner.
Ugh.
Never a dull moment with him, that's for sure.
Thanks.
No problem. Listen, if by some miracle you really talked with Sigibald, please, give him my warm regards. I don't understand anything anymore. You mean the old pier? Well, first of all, it's not that old.
I see
Benedict was
you
already
switched
the
studios.
captain when it was built. Why is it called that?
Mid-conversation.
Probably because of all those old folks around. A lot has been happening here lately. Plenty of new faces. I definitely can't complain. I'm finally running a proper tavern. People come and go and the regulars drink as usual. As it should be. Daddy will be proud. Hey, not here, obviously. You won't see your old man here unless your name's Dara. Mine sent me here because he hoped I'd make something out of my life. He never wanted me to pour a beer and look at the same tired mugs day in, day out, but as it turns out, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I got mauled by a weird-beast during a hunt, and after that, the captain decided I wasn't any good for active service, so he sent me here.
Huh.
I was bored out of my mind, and since there wasn't one here, I decided to start a tavern. At least I'm not as bored anymore.
That's for sure. What you got? Fried fish. Ooh, some good shit right here, actually. Real good shit. Wow. Cider, whiskey, ale, wine, spirit, moonshine, mead. Hunter's delicacy, pancake. Fuck yeah, bud. I'll take one of those. Yeah. And just one of those. 2, why not? Back up. Turn it back around. Alright, what else did I have to do down here? I know I had something else. Pure morning. A carnation to remember. Repairing the deck. Home? Wait, what the fuck do you mean home? Is that my... Do I live there? No? Okay, they want to talk. Guess not. Wooden villa. Oh my. Yeah, I don't have the funds for that. You're on crack. Feathers. So this is my white run. Okay. What's your story? Beatrice?
What do you want? To gawk at the beast? Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My Cole is not the monster you all believe him to be.
Has something happened?
So you really don't know? If you're not from here,
I'm not.
I'm not sure what could have brought you to this hellhole. But you have my sympathies.
This is really nice,
Just
actually.
know that Cole isn't like that. Something is poisoning his mind and soul. I don't know what it is, or why it happened to Cole. But now we're all at the mercy of those damned keepers. One evening there was a quarrel between our group, the villagers, and one of the keepers. They'd had a bit too much to drink and let some comments slip. They hurled insults at us, saying there's no place for us here, that we should just get the hell out of here because things are hard for everyone.
That's true.
Hard? Sure. I bet that bunch of wimps wouldn't last a week outside. All they do is sit in that keep of theirs, thinking they're the defenders of justice.
That's true.
Well, Cole went mad. I've never seen him like that before. He attacked that keeper and bit him. It was serious, but the keeper survived. If it weren't for the other men from the village, things could have ended very differently. Afterwards, they chained Cole up and locked him in a cage. His condition started to worsen. They said a monster like him doesn't deserve a jail cell. Jail cells are for humans. Bastards. This might sound silly, but before we reached the keep, we came near a strange structure. The locals call it the Arch Spire. In the morning, we realized everyone had a strange dream, but it was a little different for each of us. Cole started acting weird after that, and in time, it only got worse. No, only that, well, it didn't make much sense, but he was convinced that something bit him. He kept checking.
Like a mosquito?
It must have been some bug. Something changed by the weirdness. That must have caused his fever, his
Wait,
insanity.
dead ass, a mosquito bit him?
Well, it was pretty typical. We started a fire and threw some cobwebs into it. Fran brought them back from one of his treks. That boy could always find them somehow. It was our protection from the night and the weirdness. Ellis was on watch that day, but from what he told us, he eventually fell asleep. We were lucky no one slit our throats.
Where was your camp?
We set up camp near the Arch Spire. We hoped that bandits wouldn't dare to venture into a place like that. Well, now I know why we could have been right. With everything that's been happening lately, I'm ready to believe in every strange thing in this world.
Huh. Can you hear me? Not very good. Carnation to remember. Up on the thing there? Is that where we're supposed to be going? Who are you?
I hope Kate isn't making Morris do anything horrible. Do you need help settling in, dear? This isn't the best day to start a new life in this place, but we don't always get to choose, do we?
No, unfortunately
what a
not.
nasty business with that boy. I'm almost glad my Morris isn't here for this. He's such a bleeding heart. A dream? Oh, yes. There was one, but I don't quite remember what it was about. I'm sorry, dear.
Shit.
Oh, I'm not sure, love. I don't move around too much. I just heard about that fight with the road keeper, and now poor Cole's locked up in a cage. Him and Patrice make such a lovely young couple. They remind me of Morris and me when we were their age.
Ooh. What's it like living here?
At first, it wasn't so bad, but now it gets worse every day. We just sit around here, doing nothing. Don't get me wrong, we have food, we have a roof over our heads, and we're grateful for that. But no one trusts us enough to let us do any work. None of us wants to be a freeloader, as they call us. I wouldn't mind a task or two to earn my keep and to take my mind off my troubles. I might not be all hale and hearty, but I've still got two good hands.
Oh, really?
Which is more than you can say about some of the codgers living here. Take care of yourself, love.
Yeah, you too. Finally, a decent old lady. Ellis.
Wish I'd stayed asleep.
Oof. Dugald. Frang. Not a whole lot going on around here, isn't there? Linen fiber. Rope. Oof. Sack. What goes into here? Ellis.
Said it would get easier.
Huh. Parsley, huh? Okay. What is this? Quite the nice carving, to say so myself. Okay. What was I supposed to do here again? A carnation to remember. Deliver the flowers to Beatrice as a gesture of his sympathy. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. I have to give you the flowers. Hi.
What? What? How dare you? Do you know the meaning of those flowers in that configuration?
Not what he wanted to convey, I assume.
Revenge. Revenge, deception, and death. There's nothing nice about it, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he's just an idiot. But trust me, it's not a nice gesture.
Oh.
Thank you. For them. You are from nowhere, just like me. That's why I believe you. Take those flowers away, burn them, throw them in a cauldron, whatever. I don't want to look at them.
What brought you here?
Oh, right. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Beatrice. As for me and Cole, well, we left Ree hoping to find a quiet place to rest for a bit.
Uh-oh.
We planned to travel the King's Road toward Camelot. Well, here we are. We found our bloody Camelot. Cole is locked up and all I can do is shed bitter tears.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah, we grew up there. The village was built around a trade route. My parents ran a tavern that stood right by the road. We had a good life. We lacked for nothing. Well, that was before the damned grubwood started spitting out monsters. Then more and more
Really?
caravans disappeared into the forest. People were telling stories that grew more horrifying by the day.
Really?
In the end, taking that route meant certain death.
Huh. What happened to the tavern?
The same thing that will happen to every place on this god-forsaken island. Ruin. We used to have generous clientele. Merchants and emissaries from all over Avalon. They had deep pockets, always left lots of gold. But
But
that changed. Then our only income came from the villagers, who were getting drunker and poorer by the day.
So you decided to leave.
That was always our plan. Col and I never wanted to stay there forever. Patrice and Cole from the village of Ree, that wasn't us.
Your parents stayed?
Yeah. I doubt I'll ever see him again. I don't think there's anything worth going back for.
When did you arrive here?
2 or 3 weeks ago. Things were starting to get difficult. The supplies we brought with us were running low. A larger group of people is always helpful. There's always someone to talk to and share the work with. But it also means more mouths to feed and more worries to deal with. It's not easy.
What about the others?
Each of us has a different story. Some wanted to seek their fortune elsewhere, like me and Cole. Some had to flee their homes because of bandits pillaging their villages, or because of the weirdness. Ree could be one of those places by now. There's so much turmoil in this world. People can suddenly lose themselves, becoming a danger to those they once loved. Be careful out there.
Yeah, you too. Well, I guess that was akin to giving somebody the middle finger. Adorned in rose gold. Although it's pretty, it still means go fuck yourself. What's this? Heffen? Shopping. Yeah, sounds about right. E. Requires 50 wood? Where can I get 50 wood? Do I just chop that shit up? What about these sunken in boats here? What do I do with these? Can I chop them up, turn them into wood? Boats everywhere now, that looks like it. Huh. Let's check out some other stuffs then. Going along deeper along the shorelines. King of the Rock. Nigh. Emperor of the Boulder. Although I have to admit, I am a little bored. Let's see where else this little pathway takes us. Lots of kelp and seaweed all around. Wonder where this goes. Oh, is it raining? Cool. Weather cycles. It's good to know that it rains in Camelot. Avalon? Perhaps? I don't know. I'm not down with Arthurian folklore. It seems like it's different every time I look at a different source material. It's like trying to find out the origin of zombies. Like, everyone's got their own story. Shovel. Athletics. Sweet. What's this? Milkweed. Butterflies. Can I lure in butterflies with the milkweed? Ooh. What's this? Oh my. Hell yeah. Don't mind me, just swimming along. Hi. Dressed?
So much for a secluded cave keeping visitors away. Seems like there's no one on this island to hide in peace.
Not for me.
Oh well, since you're here, I have an important question. Do you have any food?
Yeah.
I promise to answer all of your questions, no matter how annoying or asinine they might be. But first, do you have any food?
Yes.
Oh dear. Yes, food. That stuff you put in your mouth to make sure your body doesn't wither and die, you know? Fish, meat, vegetables, bread. Oh, some bread would be especially nice. But I'll take anything, really.
Here you go. Brotato, honey, apple, canine meat, blueberry, cheese. I think bro would like some cheese.
Thanks. I'll be forever indebted to you. But don't expect much. The only payment I can offer you is seashells, or, you know, access to an infinite well of ancient druidic wisdom. I'd rather you choose wisdom. I threw out my collection of seashells a few days ago after I stepped on them with my bare feet.
Sure. Wait, druided?
Much better. Time for a nap. Oh, except you're still here. Oh no, don't tell me you still have questions.
Can you tell me more about it?
Oh, you know what would be nice? A bath. I do miss baths.
You can take as many baths as you
I
want.
suppose when someone says they miss the taste of roast pork, you tell them to go lick a pig. Anyway,
Yeah.
show me the scroll. Yes, I see. Well, you should definitely follow the ritual. Just make sure you do everything exactly as it is written. I'm sorry, I can't tell you anymore, but it is essential that you discover it for yourself. Revealing the details would spoil the effect.
Right.
The pursuit of knowledge often requires taking great risks. Now, off you hop. The ritual awaits.
What are you doing here?
Well, I live here, obviously.
Why?
Why not? It's a perfectly good cave, albeit a bit drafty and damp. Well, it could be better, to be honest, but we can't all live in mansions, can we?
I'm pretty sure this is low tide. As soon as that moon comes out, you're fucked.
The same way you did, I presume.
Around the corner.
Am I? That's odd. No one ever accused me of that before. Well, I guess that's what living alone in a cave does to your conversational skills.
Who are you?
My name is Drest, and I am the local hermit.
That's the only thing you could come up with?
I don't understand your skepticism. I live alone in a cave, collect seashells, and occasionally talk to crabs. What else could I be?
A nutter?
But didn't you know? There are no more druids. The mob rounded them all up, stuffed them into a giant wicker man, and lit a fire. Their screams could barely be heard over the roaring flames, but the stench of the burning flesh easily overwhelmed the smell of blazing wicker. Its glow painted the sky in reds and yellows for the entire night.
Sounds like you were there.
Don't be silly. How could I have been there if I'm here now?
When did that happen?
Some years ago? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Can we change the subject? I'm sure there are more interesting things we could be talking about.
Alrighty. Okay, well, let's continue further along down our coastal jaunt. There seems to be a shrine over here. A shrine to what exactly? Druidic shrine. Make an offering. Give one animal component. Incoming healing, critical damage. Heart. Shoes in the waning moon. Okay. Interesting. Uh-oh. So you're the thing with the tongues that I've been told to worry about. Shit. What the fuck? Fisherman tunic. Okay. Let me guess, you were infected and you fell into the lake. I'm gonna name you Timmy, by the way, because you fell into the fucking well. Somehow you made it over here. Speaking of wells, I wonder if we should do a run through of what's it called? Enshrouded. What the fuck? Red caps. What is this? Baldur's Gate? I don't want to fuck with that. I'm trying to get the GTFO. Uh-oh. You're awfully fast. Iron tooth. What the fuck? Shit. Get schwacked. Nasty ass. Sage. Now I'm back up here again. What's this? Take that. Sweet. What are you? Eskar the Protector. Devoted guardian to the Prophet. To Prophet Kai? Okay. I see you're still here. Okay. Back here again. Redcap's dagger. Okay. You, what's your excuse? Okay. You know, I'm not gonna lie. This game, I'm pretty sure half this game, if not 75% of this game's soundtrack is straight up Danheim. Getting copyright strikes for music I haven't even heard of before, because it's not something I typically listen to. Except for Berserker. That goes pretty hard. Burdock root. Scoop that up real quick. Alright, quests. What else can I do? Creed. Pure Morning. I See Darkness. Preparing the Deck. Brothers in Arms. Camping near the Archspire. Perhaps it'd be worth finding their old camp. Ask me to deliver this message to the Father Gohan in the village. Just back down the other way. Which... I might have to do another time, because this video is filled with nothing but exposition. But before I do that, let me talk to the blacksmith. I'm gonna call you Absinthe, because what the fuck is that word?
Boy, friend, a question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work?
Because it's satisfying.
Because he's riveting.
Oh. Are you a dad?
It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils.
Osbert, okay.
You need your blade sharpened?
Actually? Yeah. I would love to get my... Wow. What the fuck? Okay, flame resin. Ooh. Wool, fiber, linen, fiber, jute, fiber, wood. Oh, I could buy some wood off of you. Leather, copper, arrow, shields. Actually, though, that's kind of nice. Some ores, making of arrows. Ooh. Adventures of the Swan Knight. How to forge iron without making a fool of yourself. Volume 2. Poignard. What's a poignard? Iron long spear, iron spear, machete, poniard. Yeah, that's new. Spear, long sword, claymore, battle axe, knife, recurve bow. What the fuck is this? Battle tested longbow. Actually, that's kind of tits. I might grab that. Sharpening stone. You can't afford to buy this item. It's a rock. You have any work for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
Oh.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Sure.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right?
Yes.
The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh?
Yeah?
We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Sweet. Corpse Eater armor? I'm sorry? The fuck? That is metal as shit. I'll get right to work on that in the next episode. Stay safe out there. It's getting kind of crazy.